Hi everyone. Here's a fourth factoring technique. This is factoring by chunking, and it has to deal with perfect squares. Again, I'll explain kind of why the method works in a different video if you're still interested. But the method here works very similar to the bottoms-up method. I still start by multiplying the a and the c value together. So just like in all the other techniques, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 48 and add up to positive 13. Making a list of the factors of 48, I can use 1 times 48, 2 times 24, 3 times 16, 4 times 12, or 6 times 8. After playing with the signs, I realized that 3 and 16 will work if I use negative 3 and positive 16. Then I have negative 3 times 16 is negative 48, and negative 3 plus 16 is positive 13. So, the general formula for this, using my a value and then using the two numbers I find, looks like so. I'll have ax and the first number, and then I'll have ax and the second number. So, using my format, I have 12x minus 3 and 12x plus 16. Now as you're looking at this, you should notice that this is totally over multiplied. If I were to double distribute this back together, the first thing I should notice is that I would have 144x squared instead of having 12x squared. Because I'm over multiplied by a factor of 12, in order to balance things back out and make it the same as it was in the beginning, I need to divide that 12 out. So, in order to take care of this, I'm going to divide the greatest common factor out of each factor. So for 12x minus 3, 12 and 3 have the greatest common factor of 3. So I'm going to divide both of those terms by 3. And 12 and 16 have a greatest common factor of 4. So I'm going to divide both the 12 and the 16 by 4. And if you notice, 3 times 4 is 12. So now I've divided out the extra 12 that I've multiplied into it before. After I do that, I'm left with my factored form of 4x minus 1 times 3x plus 4. And if I want to check that I did it correctly, I can just double distribute. And just a quick check of the middle terms says it's plus 16x and minus 3x, which is the 13x. So I can feel good that I factored this correctly. If you ever go YouTubing for other examples of this, another name for it is called the Berry method. But hopefully, if you like this, it'll be helpful for you to be able to factor these.